Go Cancer Fund.
New tonight, only Wink News is there as 2 brown pelicans return to the wild, follow several weeks of rehab at CROW, the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife. Kristen Skovira was at Bowditch Point as this homecoming took place today. Kristen?
The pelicans we met today look like they'll be just fine, but they're very lucky. Sadly, 9 out of 10 patients brought to CROW are admitted as a result of interactions with people. CROW volunteers told me these pelicans have been recovering for about 6 weeks now, and so used to their captivity, they were actually hesitant to leave their cages.
One of these 2 pelicans had like 4 different hooks in its body.
Stretching their wings and adjusting to freedom, these 2 brown pelicans inched their way back into their natural habitat.
It is very sad. It's typical.
One of the birds found off the Sanibel fishing pier was suffering with a swollen foot, tangled up in a fishing line. The other was treated for an injured wing.
Pelicans is probably their largest number of patients during a 12-month period. They're subject to the fishermen and the folks.
Frazer is just one of over 200 volunteers with the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife. He says at any given time there are between 150 to 400 patients at the CROW facility.
If you hook a pelican and you don't know how to release it, you can call CROW.
Both of these birds were taken to CROW after people noticed them acting lethargic. They were treated with anti-inflammatory, pain medicine, and antibiotics.
Usually people will call because they'll notice a pelican that's hanging around or acting ill, and they'll notice a hook or notice they're injured.
CROW volunteer Don McMullen has witnessed the release of many animals, but says each case is special.
It just gives my heart wings to see them take off and go back into nature.
I spoke with CROW just a few hours after these guys were released, and Ron had just picked up another injured pelican near Fort Myers Beach. Apparently the bird was suffering with an injured foot. Haley? Kristen, thank you. The imaginarium